Always wait a second because I don't trust it. I don't see your phone going, I see my laptop going, but I do see some comments, so we may be live. We'll give it just another split second. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize to y'all. We're in the house again, the old Echo house. It is so stinking hot outside, y'all. It is so muggy. It is so hot. I think we're definitely live now, but so muggy, so hot. We've got to continue to do this inside. Hopefully, as we get stairs and more furniture and things like that, there'll be a lot less echo in the house. But man, oh man, the bugs and the heat, it's been quite miserable. So welcome everybody. It is June the 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern on a Sunday. If you're watching this back later, we do allow this to replay. We may not be live, but by all means ask a question if you have it. And whenever we wake up tomorrow, the next day, whatever that may be, we will respond to your question. If you're new to the channel, new to the live stream, your first time, we don't bite hard. Just go ahead and let us know, hey, first or second time, we have a great community of people here that would love to chat with you. So let us know that. And if you ask a question and we don't get to it, we apologize. We're starting to get where we get several hundred people on these live streams, and it's just impossible to answer every single question. So I have to kind of skip over it. But by all means, ask your question. Again, if you would, just wait a few minutes in between each time of asking, and we'll do our best to pick it up. Tiffany likes to try to scroll through the comments too and see if one's been repeated. So, welcome back everybody. I'm having a hard time. Do I stare at me in the camera or do I stare at that little black dot? That's something I've been struggling with every week, and I'll start getting cross-eyed. What do I stare at?
Actually, when I see you on the screen, it looks like you're just looking straight at everybody, so.
So I guess I'm staring at the black dot, the camera. Glad we got that figured out. All right. So Pile Driver says this is his first time here, and I do not believe him.
Well, welcome, Pile Driver.
Yeah, welcome, but I don't believe you, being that we talk to you every single week. So sorry, y'all, that we missed you last weekend. We had a trip that was already set up and planned for quite some time. We actually went out of town for a few days. So without giving too much personal information out from other people, let's just say we went and met somebody quite awesome that we have been really wanting to go meet for quite some time. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. We didn't do any recording because, well, it was their personal time. We drove a long ways off to go shake a hand, to go meet somebody that we've really been wanting to do. So we'll talk about that in a little bit, but it was something we absolutely felt that we had to do. We were looking forward to doing, and we do apologize for missing the live stream. That's occasionally going to happen. Things are going to come up. Holidays are going to be on the weekend, and sometimes, well, you may get sick, you may have this pre-planned trip, and we don't announce to the entire world that, hey, we're leaving our house for a few days. So we're happy to tell people whenever we come back. By the way, anytime we miss a live stream, that don't mean we're gone now. That don't mean we're gone. All right, so we got a lot of familiar faces in the house. I see Cash is here. We missed you a few weekends there, buddy. You got Mr. Doug. I see everybody saying hey to Doug right there. You got Crystal, our #1 cheerleader. We thank her so much for moderating and always so welcoming to everybody. So I can't sit there and name everybody, but we have a lot of awesome people in the house here. So truly do appreciate y'all stopping by and chatting with us.
Yes, Chris.
What's Chris want to know? When's the house going to be done?
The pool.
Oh, but now when's the pool going to be done?
That is my biggest question now. When is the pool going to be done?
So the pool has been a sensitive subject. We both wanted a pool, like, I don't know, 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. We want it. We sold our camper. We've stuck money aside for the pool. But as I've told y'all a few weeks ago, we are working something else on the side. So we had a direction we were going to go with a pool, and then a new direction or new opportunity presented itself, but there's a ton of logistics to it. It's not just pick up the phone, place an order, and it's here. And I don't want to lead people on too much in case it doesn't happen, but we're working a secondary option for a nicer pool than what we were originally thinking, but we're not 100% sure if it's going to go through, if the logistics are going to work out. It's a nightmare scenario to truly pull it off and make it happen, but I'll update y'all with more information as we progress into that. And we probably should be getting some legit information this week, for sure by next week. And if it doesn't work out, not a problem. We're placing an order immediately and getting a very nice above ground pool like we've always talked about, and then we'll have to dive into building a deck and everything else.
And maybe we can swim by Thanksgiving.
Yeah, maybe we can swim by Thanksgiving, which is still plenty hot enough in Florida. Not a problem.
Just kidding.
Yeah, we're just kidding. But man, all these 95, 96 plus degree days, 100% humidity. We have been wanting a pool so bad.
Might have to go get a blow-up pool.
Yeah, I know we talked about Mr. Doug donated us a blow-up pool fund last year, and we're talking about cashing that in and going ahead and getting us a new blow-up pool and putting it on the porch. Just to get us by. Oh my goodness, we want one so bad. Oh goodness. All right, so the all-important question, what is Tiffany cooking tonight?
Yeah, so one of my favorite meals to cook in the Instapot is jambalaya. And I was like, hey, I could probably cook this on the Blackstone.
I don't see how she's going to pull off jambalaya on the Blackstone, but we're going to let her. We're not going to doubt her because she pulls off awesome meals all the time.
It's worth a try.
Yeah.
And you'll eat it.
Yes, I will eat it because I'm a fat boy and I love food, and your cooking is always good.
Yeah.
So absolutely I'll eat it. So Jeff asked a very important question. Is the Dove power line going to go up? I'm 50-50 on that. Actually, I'm 60-40. 60% yes. I'm gonna have to get a couple people over here, maybe round up another tractor. I want to get it up. I absolutely do want to get it up. I need to set a full day aside, and I'm probably gonna have to have 2 helpers. I have some friends that love and come hunting, and they always offer every year, hey, can we help? Well, they may be getting a phone call. I might be saying, hey, you like shooting dove? Well, you're going to come help me put a power on. I'm going to cash in on that offer. So we're going to try to make that happen. Yes, we are. I'm really excited about that. I've went through all the trouble of getting the poles over here and the cable and everything else to make it happen. So we just need the time. It'll probably take an absolute full day. It's going to be somewhat dangerous work dealing with 40-foot power poles. So I really want some extra help here. I want to make sure we got 1, maybe 2 tractors so we can really pull this off. So we'll see what we can do there with that. All right, let's see what else we got here. So I see somebody else talking about lumber prices are coming down. Yes. Good. So I've been telling y'all that for probably the last 8 weeks that the lumber futures were showing that this was going to happen. Now the big question is, have we hit a bottom? Lumber's dropped dramatically. It may drop some more, I do believe. But is this going to do just like it did last year or many, many months ago? We hit a bottom, we hit a huge drop, then everybody kind of came out the closet, so to speak. The people that's been waiting and said, let's buy this lumber up. And then demand picked up, prices flew back through the roof. I don't know. We're starting to see huge slowdowns. The mortgage market is showing significant slowdowns. People are not building, interest rates are through the roof. This time could be a little different. There may not be as significant of a demand to run the lumber prices back up because I'm seeing a slowdown in the housing market. So time will tell. But if you've been holding off like us on some building projects like a pump house or potentially a deck, now's the time to go ahead and purchase that lumber. And the outdoor kitchen, which we need to start very, very, very soon. Actually, I just got some stuff in for the outdoor kitchen too. We're gonna have some videos coming up for that. Oh, right, let's see what else we got.
So Rob has a good question.
And what did Rob ask?
Red snapper season is open. When are we going to go fishing?
That's a very good question, Rob. Actually, this is the worst I have ever done as far as fishing or even paying attention to the season, the weather, anything. But yes, our shallow water groupers in right now are, actually I think our offshore grouper just came in June 1st. Yeah, what am I thinking? And we have red snapper in. We absolutely do need to find a day to go. Now, we have to really watch the weather. We don't have a true offshore boat, but we take it out offshore every year. We're just very particular about the weather. And the big thing you got to watch this time of year, too, is all the afternoon pop-up thunderstorms. They can really catch you and get you in trouble. But very good question. That needs to happen. That needs to happen. So do we have a flagpole up somewhere on the property? We do not, but I am wanting one. And I'm starting to think once we get our outdoor area design with the pool, the fire pit, that whatever area we got to put in to keep people off of our septic tank, somewhere in that general area, I would like to put a flagpole up. So that'll be coming as well.
Why don't you tell that story?
Well, about yeah. So we've already had somebody drive through our septic field. I'm mowing the other day. Just got done mowing. It's actually still middle of the day. I'm over at the shop, just put the mower up, earbuds in, and then I see FedEx flying me over.
We've told this yet, have we?
No, we have not.
Okay.
And then I see FedEx fly around, whip around, and drive right over my septic field, which I normally keep marked off, but I had to pull the stakes up because I was mowing, just got done mowing. And yeah, kind of crushed in the very, very, very end of our drain field. Now, we oversize our drain field for potential future add-on. It's already way bigger than it needs to be, and it's like the last infiltrator panel on one section. I don't foresee of any concern there, and it only caved in a section about this big. If it had been much closer up, oh, that'd have been a nightmare. And here's the scary part: the tire tracks probably missed our septic tank. Now this is a loaded FedEx truck. It probably missed our septic tank by about 2 feet. We got so lucky there. So needless to say, the septic barricade is moving toward the top of my list.
Yes.
Quickly.
Big priority.
Quickly. So we're still talking about that. We think we might go with some kind of white fence design right there. I'm kind of wanting some railroad ties. I need to look at some of that material right there. But with lumber dropping, this is a good time to go ahead and build that too. And especially before we have to.
Somebody would run over it with the railroad ties too.
No, man. Railroad ties are huge. They'd jump their truck in there if they run over that. So yeah, that's got to happen before we've got a caved-in septic system. And if we have a caved-in septic system, somebody's going to be buying it. But we don't want to do that. We don't even want to go there. Oh goodness. All right, let's see what else we got here. So as Crystal's saying, yes, she did bring that up. So for a Father's Day sale, oh, I lost the comment. Come on. 28-inch Blackstone. Everybody's always asking about our Blackstone that we cook on. With the cover, 5-piece tool set, $278 right now. That's at Lowe's, y'all. That's a good deal. These things have went through the roof and got so expensive after all the COVID excuses. That's an excellent deal. I'd jump on that if we didn't already have one. So Cash says, sounds like Cash is dealing with some wildfires again out there in California. I hate to hear that. I know y'all just was finally getting some rain. I guess it's back dry. It's hit or miss here lately too. But he says he's disced a fire line around his house and has 5,000-gallon water tank ready to go. Funny you mentioned that. I won't get too terribly much into it, but we're about to have a pretty exciting video and build coming on the channel. Some of what you're talking about right there is some big concerns of mine as well. So yeah, you and I are right up the same alley right now. We're definitely going to take care of some of that. All right, so Pile Driver, buddy, our brand new viewer that's never viewed us before. Flagpole fun and get old glory flying. 100%. We fly it on our mailbox and in some other places. We love the country that we live in. We love flying the colors there. We're going to get us a flagpole up there. So thank you so much for that donation. It means the world to us. We truly do appreciate you there. Really do appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yep, so Cash says he's got all the railroad ties you want because he does construction on the railroad.
Go ahead and mail them to us.
Yeah, just mail them to us. Out of California to Florida, the shipping could be a little expensive. Here's what's crazy. I just had a friend who's a truck driver in California with a flatbed. That would have probably worked. Problem is California's huge. You probably know 1,000 miles from him.
Yeah.
Don't think that'd work out with diesel at probably $7 a gallon out there. All right, so Hammer Slap made a donation there, and I truly do appreciate what you're saying right there. That's awesome. So we appreciate you. He said, remember, if you save their Amazon store link, which is down in the description of any video and our live stream, save it to your favorites, bookmark it. You can use it anytime to buy anything from Amazon. And I do want to say a quick thank you to y'all. I don't know what's happened over the last week or two, but a lot of people have figured out that we have an Amazon store, and a lot of people are under the misconception of, well, you have to go buy something that we list in the Amazon store. Well, that's true. We earn a small advertising commission from Amazon if I show a product and say, links down in the description, and you go there. But if you click on that link, go to our Amazon store and use the Amazon search bar that's at the top, which you use on any Amazon, anytime you go to Amazon, you purchase anything, whatever it is you're looking for. We don't see who purchased it. We don't get your personal information, nothing like that. It doesn't cost you a dime extra. And Amazon pays us an advertising fee for driving traffic to Amazon. And I'm talking thousands of clicks have happened over the last few weeks.
Awesome.
Y'all have went and buying some big ticket items. I can see the item. That's all I can see. And we can't thank y'all enough. I'm talking, we've earned several $100s in commissions, which is great. That's a few tanks of gas, or we can buy a product to review and show off, or buy some new camera equipment. So it means the world to us. We truly appreciate all of y'all that are using that link. It's made a heck of a difference this past month. Several $100s is no joke now. Yes, it absolutely does. So that's an awesome way. People are always asking, how can we give to the channel, but maybe we don't have money to? Well, if you're already buying stuff on Amazon, buy it through our store. Doesn't cost you a dime extra. You get it shipped to you just as quick, and they give us a little kickback. So Hammer Slap, I truly do appreciate you bringing attention to that. Thank you so very much for that. So it looks like I'm about to have to pull out my handy dandy notebook because Mr. Doug right behind. We got to start us a flagpole fund.
All right.
And I do remember there was an American-made company offering awesome flagpoles a while back. I want to say maybe Mike Morgan with Outdoors Morgan put one up a couple of years ago. I'll have to look that company up. I'm sure some of y'all know it. So thank you very much, Mr. Doug. By far one of the most generous people we've ever met in our stinking life. Always just so kind of generous to us. We truly appreciate you. Actually, I went and met a friend today for an upcoming video. I won't speak much on this, but it's going to be a pretty awesome video. And one of the things he brought up in conversation, he says, I don't know who that he said, Mr. David or Mr. Doug or who he is. I was like, yeah, Mr. Doug. He said, I don't know who that guy is, but man, he sure thinks the world of y'all. My family's always saying that. People that's always watching this, like, you're so kind and so generous.
He always has great things to say about us.
We truly do appreciate all of y'all. And we're not here begging for donations or anything like that. We never ask or beg for that. The Amazon thing, awesome. Doesn't cost you a dime extra. We don't beg or ask for anything else. Only thing we really want you to do is just watch our stuff. That's what truly makes this whole thing work. That's what YouTube's about. The views, the interaction. That's the big ticket item, so to speak. So we appreciate y'all just spending your time watching, spending your Sunday afternoon with us. It means the world to us, really does. All right, I have missed a ton of comments with all that yakking I just did.
There was a comment I want to touch base on, and that was asking about our recent electric bill.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard you mention that last
week. I don't want to give bad information, but we did get our first electric bill in, and it's kind of an odd one. So let me figure out how I'm going to explain this. I will share the first true electric bill whenever we get it. So I got my first electric bill, and we've had power for about 6+ weeks now, maybe longer than that. So it wasn't a true month to month. They prorated 1 month, tacked it on the next. But long story short, more than a month of electricity, so not a real electric bill, way more than would normally be an electric bill. It was $100.03. I thought that was pretty awesome. And that was for like 6 weeks of service. That's pretty amazing, especially being it's been 95, 96 degrees left and right. So the electricity is looking like it's going to be awesome. There's no doubt in my mind, I think we're going to have several electric bills a year that are well under $100 a month, and that is just going to be amazing. Now, I do want to say that does not include my shop with the refrigerator stuff running over there. It's got its own meter, but it looks like our house itself is going to be in that range. Let's get another real electric bill a month, and I'm actually going to make a little video on that. And we'll talk about it, but I think it's going to be awesome. This installation's already paying for itself. All right, so let's see here. So Chris says he has lunch every day with his Amazon driver in his area. I'm going to have to start inviting my UPS, no longer FedEx, since he drove over my UPS driver. He's part of the family now. He's going to start coming to family reunions and cookouts. I see that man every day. He's got just a big smile on his face as my Amazon box does that we get every single day.
He sure does.
We live out in the middle of nowhere, and gas is $5-something, almost $6 a gallon. We're going to let them burn their fuel, and we're going to sit here and get our packages. I like the way that works out a whole lot better there. All right, so let's see what else we got here. So, email David. We'll just say David made another flagpole fund donation there. We truly do appreciate you. And then, of course, right behind him, the most generous man in the world, Mr. Doug.
Thank you.
He says, glad to see the subs coming up. Share the channel, like, subscribe, fans. So thank you so much for that. We truly do appreciate you. We could not do this without any of y'all. And speaking of that, yeah, we've actually had a couple of videos take off here recently. One's 120 or so thousand and flying up. We had another older video, a house video, just kind of start taking off 50-something thousand views. Another video here or there just kind of popped up, and before you know it, it's starting to bring in subs in. So while we were picking up 500 subs a month just a while back, now I think we've already picked up 2,000 subscribers this month. And that's just the way it goes. This YouTube, Facebook, everything, this social media world is such a roller coaster ride. You'll be just chugging along for months like we've been, feeling stagnant, not growing, start questioning everything. Okay, I need to change the content up. I need to do something fresh. I need to do this. I need to do that. And then next thing you know, a video or two takes off, and bam, there's 20,000 new people before you know it. So the highs and lows of this thing is absolutely amazing, but I wouldn't trade it for nothing. So I appreciate y'all noticing that. Appreciate all y'all that share the channel and tell people about it. That's a big part of why we're picking up subscribers too. So thank y'all so much for that.
So Matt had a good suggestion. He said, when you get a flag, get a double stitch. It'll cost more, but it'll last much longer. So that is something definitely to consider.
Yep, I'm all about that. quality is not a problem for me with something like that. So Mr. Mike just jumped on. He said hello from South Dakota. Welcome, Mr. Mike. I just told him that he's the one that sent us all that barbecue sauce in, and we just polished off a bottle of it this week. I actually really enjoyed that barbecue sauce. We're so sick and tired of buying chicken wings and the price that they went up to, so we started buying drumsticks, which are way cheaper, a lot more meat, and whenever you grill them or fry them, they taste just as good as chicken wings. And we've been pouring hot sauce, barbecue sauce.
He really likes that sauce.
Yes, I do like that sauce.
Yeah.
It's got a strong vinegar taste, which I love, absolutely love. So we made drumstick chicken wings this week for, probably a third the cost of chicken wings and got way more meat. So we're going to start doing that. So Mr. Doug, again, my goodness gracious, he says, how's Miss Tiffany enjoying her new bathroom and makeup area and closet?
I'm enjoying it. It's just my own little space to have all my stuff right there. It's right next to my closet, so it's a dream. It really is.
Good.
Yeah, it's a dream.
It is kind of nice both of us having our own space.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that, especially when you come out of a 2 foot by 3 foot room that we had in the camper for the last 3 years. It's so nice. She's got her own space to go to.
He's a bathroom hog.
I didn't used to be, but I've kind of turned into a bathroom hog. I don't know why I have, but I kind of, I spend a lot of time in there now, responding to comments, checking on YouTube and Facebook, doing things you shouldn't do in the bathroom. You should get in there and get out. Guilty.
A recliner for
that. Reclining toilet. Let's see if we can find one of those seats, or either we just invented $1 million idea.
By the way,
yes.
You skipped Cash's bear fun rug.
Oh, I dang sure did. I'm sorry, Cash. These comments.
Bear fun rug, yeah.
No, actually, I didn't skip it.
Bear rug fun.
No, I didn't skip it. We're done with the bear rug. So thank you very much, Cash. I dang sure did skip right over you. I apologize, buddy. So many comments and donations hit right in there. I kind of got confused. So really do appreciate you, Cash. He's always been so kind of generous to us as well. He sent shirts and always making donations. He sent us, what's the name of that seasoning he likes? I don't remember what it's called.
Tent camp?
I don't know. Some crazy seasoning he likes. Everybody's probably about to be like, cow camp seasoning, because he talks about that season as much as Chris talks about cheese. We are kidding with you. All right, so my goodness gracious, man. Craig, thank you so very much. I'm telling you, he said
we might have to get this flagpole in
we might have to get this
July.
flagpole very quickly. Yes. Actually, I'd love to have it for 4th of July, but I want to find the right spot for it. I really do. But Craig, thank you for your service. He says, from a proud veteran, here's to the flagpole.
Thank you.
We truly do appreciate your service. Anybody that has served or is serving for the freedoms that we have. I know you watch the news and media and things right now. We don't feel as free as we probably once felt like we did, but whenever you think about how bad other countries have it, and just take a quick look around the world, we are mighty blessed to live where we do and to be able to do the things that we do. So we truly do appreciate you for that. Oh my goodness, man. So Harrison, dadgum, said grapple, excavator, skid steer, flagpole, pool, bear rug fun. I like it, man. So with all those funds, we'll put $1 in each fund, since you have about 100 funds right there. Oh man, we can't thank you enough for that. We really can't. So speaking of the grapple, we're going to start working on. I've actually already started looking for the hydraulics for the tractor, because y'all have made such a big donation to that grapple fund. Y'all have already covered all the hydraulics. So I've been looking at ordering. Here is the problem. I can't find them. Every John Deere green parts store, everywhere I look, that part is sold out, backordered right now. So I'm going to continue to work on that in case a grapple falls in my lap. I want to go ahead and have the hydraulics and all ready. But thank y'all so much, man. Y'all want to daggum roll tonight. So there's Cash. He says, really? Really? You didn't know the name of the seasoning? Cow camp? Oh, that's it. Cow camp. How about that?
Yes, we actually used some today on our sandwiches.
Yeah. So, I see Mr. Tom Pennington has jumped on up there. That was the guy I was just talking about, and he was the one asking about you today, Mr. Doug. So, Tom is the guy that I went and seen today. I'm not going to spill the beans too much on an upcoming video, but Tom hooked me up with something, and we're going to try to get a video released this week.
Yes,
on
very
something,
nice of you.
Yep, something that's quite exciting. He may have already spilt the beans, maybe he didn't. We'll see. I guess it really don't matter. We can tell y'all what the heck's coming up. It doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, you kind of already did a video on what's...
Yeah, I kind of did. So, Mr. Jimmy says put 2 bicycle wheels on that coop that we have out there and you can have the chicken tractor. I have thought about it. It'll need some reinforcement down on the bottom to kind of handle the weight of lifting up and moving it, but that is actually on my mind to do right there. Well, I tell you what, y'all are asking all the right questions, so let's just go ahead and spill the beans. So first, I see, what breed of chickens are we gonna get? Well, that's what I went and seen Tom today for, because y'all are nailing it left and right here. So we have so many breeds of eggs that Tom gave us. I'm gonna slaughter this. So they're Bantams, Silkies, which I think maybe is under the Bantam name, some Americanas, which he calls Easter eggers, because they make the big eggs, the other ones make the small eggs. He gave us a mixture of eggs today. He's actually been saving them, saving us some fertilized eggs. I went over to his house today and seen his 2 big chicken coops that he has. So we thank Tom so much for that. And we just got our incubator in. That was a nightmare. The first one arrived used and broken. I was very upset about that. Used now, literally dirty, used. Second one, they went to ship me out. Well, it got lost for over a week up in Georgia. Thank you, UPS. I've had more lost packages here lately from FedEx, Postal Service, now UPS. Like, I don't know what's going on out there. We can hardly get packages anymore. They just run around the country, then they'll vanish for a while. Sometimes they pop back up. Sometimes you have to get a refund. But it just came in yesterday, so Tiffany and I just did a little recording this afternoon. We'll get that video edited out over the next few days. But we have started our incubation process, and we're looking forward to hatching some chicken eggs out and having our first animals here on the property. So thank you a lot, Tom, for doing that. And that should answer a pile of y'all's questions that kept nailing the chicken thing right there. All right, so Harrison says you're welcome. Thank you again for that donation. If you ever make it over to Graceville, there's a great oyster bar there to go to. We actually just drove through that area last weekend, and you also have a lumber mill downtown. Yes, Graceville I'm definitely familiar with. I used to have family that lived over in Quincy, and my brother-in-law went to the seminary at Graceville, so definitely familiar with that area right there. Cash says, can we guess? Yes, Cash, you can guess. What do you think the video is on? I'm so late to these comments. Cutting up with Cash today. So Pile Driver Outdoors, thank you so much. Said thermal fun, the Dilla Killer. And let me tell y'all something, the armadillos got quiet for a week or two. I was starting to think I had taken care of the problem. No.
They went on vacation.
Yeah, they must have went on vacation. They have showed back up. I'm talking the last few nights, I have holes dug everywhere. I was watching armadillos run across the yard this morning, and they spotted me and got in the woods before I could spot them back, if you know what I mean. They are back in full force. So we're going to work on those. So let me jot that down here. Y'all have went crazy on that thermal fun. You really have.
And we'll talk about I don't even know if Mr. Donald's on.
Yeah, Mr. Donald's on.
Is he?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's been talking some. So yeah, go ahead and talk about that while I'm writing this
so
stuff down.
Mr. Donald sent us some really cool, thoughtful things here
Yes.
that'll definitely help with the cooking channel and with our food serving here. So this is a container lid that closes up a tin pan here, nice serving dish that'll keep the bugs out.
Yeah, and we do a lot of cooking on the porch, and we go to cookouts all the time. I'm talking about once a week we do cookouts.
Yeah.
So this is really thoughtful gifts.
Good use. And I really like this one right here. It's a lid that just snaps right onto the tin pan here.
Mm-hmm.
Very neat, because I use a lot of tin foil to cover this up, so this will help cut down on that, and easy access.
Yes, that's an awesome
So
idea.
I really like this
Take
one.
a disposable pan somewhere and not have bugs all in it.
There's also one over there on the counter, a lot bigger one that lifts up for both sides here.
What's the name of the company? Easy Lids.
Easy Lids.
L-I-D-Z.
Yep, it
Yep.
probably looks backwards on the screen.
And he sent us quite a few different
And
sizes.
then Miss Lee, right?
Yes.
Yes, Miss Lee sent us the seasoning, which we have been using quite a bit, as you see. I love it.
Yep.
Might even use some tonight. So it's a pink salt, well, Himalayan pink salt with black pepper and garlic. Very good. I love chunky seasonings, so thank you for that.
And forgive me if we get some of this mixed up, because y'all have been just bombarding us with gifts, which we truly appreciate. And there's been tons of barbecue sauces and seasonings showing up at the same time. So I'm not saying we didn't maybe mix a name up, but y'all have been awesome. We truly
Yes.
appreciate you.
And Mr. Donald, I took clothes off the hanger just so
Just,
I can show these hangers here that he sent us, which are really heavy duty.
These These are the most lightweight hangers I have ever seen. They're just gonna break. Look at that. So he's been sending us American-made gifts, which you know is awesome. And this hanger right here, it's the most robust hanger I've ever seen. He sent us quite a few. Actually, some of my hunting gear is so heavy, like waders and all. This will be really good for that.
I'll take that.
So something I wanted to pick up on. See here, Travis Miller said, Lynn's Industrial Welding makes the best grapples right here in Perry. I would 100% agree. I talk to people about Lynn's Industrial Welding in Perry all the time. We're not sponsored, nothing. Actually, I own, the company's called Rake Master, and I own one of their root rakes. We've had it, my dad bought it, then I got it from him. We've had that thing probably 15 plus years, have never damaged it, never broken nothing, and I've used it in a lot of videos and talked about it and gave shout outs to Lynn's Industrial Welding. They had no idea, they don't know me. His daughter found me, and he actually called me one day just to say thank you for that. It's an awesome family-owned business. That's why I recommend them all the time. They support, you know, local communities here. It's a 100% American-made product, and they've been around a long time. So if you ever want a grapple, check out Lynn's Industrial Welding, or Rake Master is the name right there. So I'm glad you brought that up. I love supporting small local businesses and talking about them like that. Oh man, I am way behind on comments. So, Mr. Mike, thank you very much. Y'all are absolutely amazing tonight with these donations. Oh my goodness. So he says, any fun that tickles your fancy. Well, the thermal scope fun, I think would be a great fun to put that one right in there. Because I sure do want that fun to happen.
Yes, thank you.
Especially now that we're gonna have chickens and slowly getting animals, I really want to keep a good eye out with all the critters that we have running around here, from the foxes and bobcats and coyotes and bears and oh my, we've got it all. We absolutely do. So thank you very much, Mr. Mike. You're always so generous and thoughtful as well. We truly do appreciate you. All right. So Bill says to watch Cog Hill Family Farm because they're so knowledgeable on all the animals they have, and I do occasionally watch them and respond. It is extremely difficult for me to find much time to watch YouTube anymore. It really is, because I'm making so much YouTube. I'm always editing for YouTube, and by the time you lay down at night, you're just kind of ready to go to bed. I'll usually try to squeeze 1 or 2 shows in. Actually, my phone just lit up. Bama Bass, who I'm obsessed with this pond build, has typically my Sunday night show that I will not miss right there. But I do watch Cog Hill from time to time as well. I love all the animals they have. I love his attitude. He's always high on life, so to speak, and they seem like some awesome people there. I would love to meet them one day. They're not too terribly far away over in Alabama. Let's see what else we got here. I have missed so many comments.
So we have a couple comments
Go
that
ahead.
are very similar about, have you totaled up all the funds?
Yes, I have. I do not have the totals in front of me. I keep them saved in a folder in my phone. But y'all have donated thousands of dollars. Like the grapple fund alone now it's way over approaching $1,700 right now just with the donation tonight. So that more than covers the hydraulics, which is about $1,200 to $1,300 to get the hydraulic valve set for the John Deere tractor. Sadly, mine didn't come with a third valve, and we're already working on toward the grapple right now. So we're going to try to make that thing absolutely happen this year. As far as all the other funds go, I don't know, but I know the thermal fund, which I just started a few live streams ago, I guarantee it's already way over $600, approaching $700 right now. So that one will actually happen before you know it, with as extremely generous as y'all been. And the cool thing is we have an outdoor channel. A lot of people don't know that. If you're into that kind of stuff, we keep it separate from this channel for lots of different reasons. But the Kelley's Outdoors, which I haven't posted on in forever, that would be an awesome channel to where I'll do reviews on stuff like that as well. We need to get out and make some fishing videos for that channel as well. And I want to go crabbing again. Our crabbing videos are doing so amazingly well over on that channel.
And I would love a boil.
And I would love a crab or seafood bowl, low country bowl, whatever you want to call it as well. We need to go crabbing. We need to make that happen one day. So thank y'all so much. Let's see what else we got here. I am missing comment after comment. I totally apologize. Let's see what else we got here. I see Bettler's on. Bettler, hello.
Yes, Butler.
I have been trying to get a hold of you. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you know this or not. You won the Yeti vacuum that we just did like 2 weeks ago. Please tell me you're still listening. We'll look for you. I've been responding to you on all the comments you're leaving on videos.
Yep, they said hey.
Hey, you won the vacuum. Let's don't wait too long
Congratulations.
because I need to reach out to the company and have them ship it to you. So please do me a favor. Our email is down in the description of the live stream. Any video, it's kellyscountry@gmail.com with an EY. Send me an email. Let's get your personal information. We don't want to blast that all over the internet. And I need to get a hold of that company to get your vacuum shipped out. So I'm so glad to see you on here. That is awesome because I've really been trying to get a hold of you.
Yes.
Go back and reread Jay. When you leave us a comment, I do reply. Go back and reread them. All right, so awesome. I've been wondering where the heck you were. I wanted you to get your gift.
Yes.
That's awesome.
He said, or they said awesome. Yes.
Yes. Congratulations. We're doing the giveaway again. All right. So Joe says, I was thinking about your staircase to the loft. You could put a spiral staircase in. A lot of people ask that, and I'm gonna be honest with you. At first, I was considering a spiral staircase. We could even build one. They're awesome looking. But we went to the Keys on our first vacation in years just a while back, and we stayed in a room that had a small loft and had a spiral staircase. And after we both used it, we said, oh no, I don't want one of those in the house at all.
Yeah.
It is so steep, so cramped, it hurts your knees, it felt bad on your joints. We're not getting any younger. I don't see how you can carry stuff up and down it, and I will use that thing multiple times a day because that's going to be my editing and YouTube office up there, as well as an extra little guest space. So if I was occasionally going to go up there, spiral staircase would probably work. I'm going to use it every single day from here on out. I'm not really digging the spiral staircase. So we've already got a floating staircase design in mind with some black steel and some poly-coated wood. I've had an engineer, a truss engineer, that's already got it fully designed for me. I just got to get a few more specs out to him. And I've been waiting on steel to drop. But I just had a couple of friends reach out to me about having some potential scrap I-beams or leftover I-beams. So I may just fell into some steel that'll be affordable. But then we're going to do steel railing, horizontal rails, all kinds of stuff. And I got to buy all that brand new. Steel's up like 300%, by the way. It lags and follows lumber, so I'm hoping here before long it'll fall down behind the lumber. Plus, we want to do the outdoor kitchen. We're working on that pool as hard as we can, and we're about to have multiple other projects hit the channel. So I'm letting the staircase kind of linger in the background, as much as it's driving me crazy because I edit every day.
I want it done before Thanksgiving, so
I'll get it done before Thanksgiving. Trust me, I want my office worse than you do, I promise you. I want an office. I'm tired of editing on the couch. But we've got other priorities going on right now. So I'm already missing tons of questions and donations. Let's see what else we got here. So Mr. Doug, thank you very much. Oh, look, the thermal fun there.
So it's creeping
So he said, yes, it is creeping up there. We're about to have to do a thermal fun review video, or a thermal review video. So it says thermal funds, coyotes chasing deer up here. Yes, this is the season where all the little babies are dropping on the ground and our coyotes go crazy. I just released a video a week or so ago, and y'all seen that a little coyote run by with what I can only assume was a rabbit in its mouth, but they're the worst thing there is for deer and fawns this time of year. They eat so many fawns, it's insane. And there's just not really a predator for coyotes other than humans, and nobody hardly spends the time keeping things in check anymore. Whether you agree with it or not, things do need some sort of balance, and we're going to have to for sure work on that, especially with the fact that we're going to have goats and baby calves and chickens and all that other stuff. We have a right to protect our animals, our property, our little guy right here, future dogs. So it's just kind of a necessary thing with living out here and having a little homestead or farm life or whatever you want to call it. So he says it's late night vitamins make the difference. I 100% agree. So
yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Doug. This thing is creeping on up here.
So we got Mom on here. Hey, Mom.
Hello, Mom.
And also Zoe screamed when she seen us on the TV, her parents said.
All right. Hello, Zoe. Thank you for watching us every single week. Let's see what else we got here. Do we watch the Veggie Boys? No, we do not. I'm assuming that's vegetable cooking or something. Gonna take a while,
Gardening
yes.
or something?
Huh?
Gardening maybe?
Yeah, it could be that too. I don't know. Never heard of them, honestly. Let's see what else we got here. So, Pile Driver Outdoors. My goodness, you have been absolutely amazing here lately. We appreciate you so much. So he said seafood cooking on the Kelley's Outdoor Channel. Let's go.
All right.
So that's $50 right there. to get us down and back to the coast where we can do some crabbing.
Yeah, with the gas.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. There's gas money to go crabbing.
Gas and chicken legs
Yeah.
to throw to the crab.
And I seen somebody ask how much is the mani-pedi fund up to. Don't know, don't care. Not doing it. That mani-pedi fund can go right on to the thorough. Oh, goodness gracious. So let's see what else we got here. And then look, I didn't even see Uncle Tim, as we call him, with a donation toward the mani-pedi fund. Oh.
See, you're going to disappoint all these people that are given to the...
He says he gave up on it, but here's a donation anyway. You know what? I gave up on it before it ever started. So I don't. Y'all are crazy. Y'all want to see me get shot in a while back, and you want to see some belly flops. There was something else they wanted. I can't remember. Now you want to see me paint my toenail. What the heck is wrong with y'all? I appreciate y'all watching us, but maybe y'all might need to find a little bit more entertainment in your life too. If you're that bored sitting around thinking all these crazy things you want to do to me. I can recommend a few other channels, but please keep watching us. All right, so Walter asked, any quail around our house? That has been a huge problem over the last few decades here. When I was a kid, we had bobble white quail everywhere, running across the yard. You'd hear them whistling every afternoon. It was crazy how many we had. And then we've went crazy on farming here. It's the only thing we can figure. Our raccoon population has went through. They're actually about there just destroying my neighbor's watermelons right now. I'm trying to help him work on that problem. We did so much farming that's popped up here over the last few decades. Log trees, corn, and farming pops up. And I think that made the raccoon population boom. And a lot of people don't know, quail lay their eggs on the ground, so do turkeys. And when you have all these raccoons that go around that really do destroy nests and eggs, we think that's been one of the big causes, maybe a loss of some habitat and huge boost in raccoon population. I have no data to back this up, but sadly we just don't hear them like we used to. Now with that said, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, I heard a bobwhite over there hollering in our pine trees, and that made me really excited because that's a sound of the South to me, something I always enjoyed hearing as a kid, just like the whippoorwills. I would love to see the quail make a bounce back. Actually, Tom, where we went and got the chicken eggs today, he's hatching out quail left and right. And you're going to see on the video that I'm going to have to get edited over the next day or two and release, he just built him a big quail pen. It's almost the size of a flight pen, but a little smaller, really high. And his passion is raising quail, and he's trying to find a Florida bobwhite strain to start raising some quail as well. I would love to get some in the future and release on the property and at least try to help and start something. That would be awesome. I love those birds. I really, really do. Yep, Crystal saying get a pedicure, not happening. All right, so Bettler says, love watching both of you. I certainly hope so, especially since you just want a vacuum. Come on down. All right. Oh, let's see. Fire ants is the other one. I forgot about that. Fire ants is absolutely a major problem for quail eggs, and we have more fire ants here than you could possibly imagine. It's insane the amount of ants that we have. Florida is just known for that. Let's see what else we got here. So Lester from I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, I know him, just got his first mani-pedi.
Y'all, I have to remind him to cut his toenails. I doubt I'm going to get him to the...
You know, typical guy. Yeah, I can't hardly remember to cut them. I ain't going to getting them all prettied up, I can tell you that much. All right, so email sent says, Bettler, all right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for that tonight, get back to you in the morning, something like that, but we'll get that out to you. Let's see what else we got here. Still watching even if I don't win anything. Well, I sure do appreciate that. Oh, let's see, 7:45. Man, I'm going to go ahead and start firing up everything.
Oh, wow, time flew.
Time flew today.
Yes,
we're going to go ahead and get the Blackstone fired up, and Tiffany will holler us out there. So if you're new, like Pile Driver Outdoors, what we typically do every week is we do Q&As, we kind of hang out with you. This is our Sunday afternoon, and then we'll go out on the porch and start cooking. We're no professionals, although Tiffany sure enough looks like one. Something we started a while back. We'll eventually move that into cooking inside, grilling, especially once we get our outdoor kitchen built. I'm so excited about that. That's coming. That's really coming. I'm working on the design right now and I already started getting some stuff in. But we kind of wrap the show up with cooking. I should probably mention that more because people jump on a little late probably wondering what on earth is going on It's supposed to be a live stream, a Q&A, and then here we are cooking and shaking the camera, going crazy there at the end. Uncle Tim says I should raise quail and release them. I have actually thought about that. But if I'm going to raise them, I'll have to build a huge flat pen, because if you raise them in a small pen where they can't really fly, you release them in the wild, they don't really fly. And guess what? All the predators just pick them off. The other issue is we have tons of hawks and bald eagles and everything else here. I'm afraid they'd get decimated, but we're starting to get good habitat around here. I've let all of our pine trees grow up. We got thick briars everywhere, some grasses, sage grasses, things like that. So I do have decent habitat for them, but it's going to be pretty intense to raise them the way I want to. That big old flat pen, I just don't think it'd be high on the list right now. But it is something that's in the back of my mind. In the meantime, we're going to let Tom raise some, and we'll get you on the channel, Tom, and we'll release some of his over here, I hope. Let's see what else we got here. So Mr. Doug, my goodness gracious, he says outdoor kitchen fund. That's an excellent fund to donate to, because we're about to spend a pile of money on that fund right there. So hint, hint, or I guess a sneak peek, whatever you want me to call it. I got to sneeze, hang on. All right, we just got some appliances in, so we're not just doing a basic outdoor kitchen, although it ain't gonna be fancy. We're actually gonna have at least 1 or 2 appliances in it, so I will have an update on that very soon. So, Mr. Doug, thank you so much. My goodness, man, you're unbelievably generous. I mean, by the way, get down here and let me take you fishing, please, Mr. Doug. So, Bettler says, 53rd birthday is Tuesday. So happy birthday. That's exactly right. You're getting a vacuum for your birthday. One that you don't have to work. It'll work for you. By the way, we've been loving the heck out of ours. We really have. I didn't get paid to do a review of that company. They just sent me the product. I can leave a bad review, good review. I'm not obligated to say another word about that company. We run ours all the time. We run it today, we run it yesterday. We mop with it a lot. Sometimes we don't. The thing is awesome. It absolutely is. Tiffany loves that thing. Loves it.
Love it.
Yep. She said love it. Let's see what else we got here. So yeah, everybody wishing Bettler happy birthday.
All right.
I know.
Happy
Happy gift, right?
Hey.
We knew that. That's why you're getting that for your birthday. Yeah, we knew that. So Jeff wants to know how the garden is doing. It's doing really well. Now my squash and zucchini, they're acting weird. They put on like crazy. Now they've just stopped. But I'm starting to see some blooms again and small ones. So I think they're about to go through a second spell of giving me what I need. Although honestly, I just wanted some fresh ones. I don't really need to put up anymore. I've put up so much, it's crazy. But we're starting to approach the season. Usually late June is when all the squash bugs and things show up, and it's really hard to grow them. Now my tomato plants are finally starting to give out there at the end of their life. I kid you not, I probably have 20 to 30 ripe tomatoes sitting on my sink out there, and that ain't even counting the cherry tomatoes. I probably got another 30 or 40 of those. I've been giving tomatoes away. Yes, I should try preserving some as well, but people love tomatoes, and we love giving, especially Tiffany likes to get toting around bags to her patients. Tomatoes are going crazy. They're starting to die off. Corn is doing awesome. Although I showed y'all in the video that a lot of the stalks had 4, 5, and 6 ears. Most stalks are only filling out 2. I kind of figured that was going to happen. Some are filling out 3. So we're still going to wind up with a tremendous amount of corn as long as we don't get a bad storm to blow it down or nothing. I think I'm picking corn in the next 2+ weeks probably, because the silks have already started browning up. You don't really see the blonde silks no more. So they're putting on corn filling out about that big. We'll be picking that soon. I'm really excited about that. And oh my goodness, y'all been asking for a canning video. I'm about to give you one. I just spent hours canning probably a year's worth of dill pickles just a couple of days ago. So we're gonna have a canning video coming out for that. So there's been a lot of work going on now that you mentioned that. And Walter wants to know, did any of those corn stalks stand back up? They all did, except for about 5 that were just too far broken. So what I did is I tied them in a bunch with a rope. It was just kind of a last minute thing to do so they could all support each other, and they're still growing, they're still green. I see corn on them, but there was a few that were broken so bad from a significant thunderstorm that we had a couple weeks ago, they couldn't repair themselves. And speaking of, I've actually got some bad news. We've been getting some severe lightning storms, and apparently the house got hit the other day, and The majority of our lights are burned out. That's why it's dark in here, along with several other things went out. Everything that was up near the roof pretty well took a hit. So we're gonna have to look into some lightning protection, I do believe. Luckily, we didn't lose nothing expensive or crazy, but now I gotta build scaffolding here and start replacing a ton of lights, a few power supplies, and a few other things wound up getting hit in the house as well. And let me go ahead and tell y'all, lightning protection, I've been looking at all the copper rods and wire and everything else. That stuff is outrageously expensive, outrageous. But we were very fortunate. We didn't wind up losing AC, nothing like that, dehumidifier, anything like that. All right, let's see what else we got here. I talked for way too long. So have I had any pictures of bucks and velvet? I have not, but I haven't checked my cameras in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. It's about time to pull those cards again. I have heard of a few other people around me starting to see some deer in velvet, so that'll be fun kind of watching that process right there. We'll do another animal episode where we do the pictures at the end. Everybody seems to like that. Let's see what else we got here. So Kim in Nature asks, how did I learn to do all of this work? I learned doing exactly what y'all are doing, watching YouTube. Now, I was raised in a country way of living. We weren't wealthy, nothing like that, which kind of drove us to work on your own car, figure things out. But I have no background in, well, really anything you see me do on this channel. I never built houses, I never was in construction, none of that stuff. I'm just a driven individual. Can't sit still. I love to learn, and I love to create and build things. That sense of accomplishment, that satisfaction whenever you did something yourself, whether it be you just fix something simple or you build an entire house. I strive and love that feeling. So if there's something that pops up that I can't figure out, I don't say, well, it's too hard or I can't do it. No, I don't agree with that mentality at all. I jump on Google and I jump on YouTube and I will type, search, learn, figure out how to do something, and I'll go after it. And if I fail, I don't get down on myself. Failure is the best teacher there is on the planet, and I'll let it drive me and push me and motivate me to want to do right the next time. And I'm gonna do my best to figure it out. Now there's some things in life that's kicking my butt that I probably won't ever attempt again, but I'm gonna for sure attempt it once. So no background in none of this. I just like to learn. I like to go after stuff. I like to dive in there and make it happen. So Cash says he told me I should get that lightning rod set up on the house, and I said no. I was all for it until I priced it. And I'm talking thousands of dollars. Like literally I could buy another AC. Tiffany's waving at me that we're ready to cook, but I could like literally buy another HVAC system. All right, she's talking to me through the glass, and I'm trying to figure this out. I got you, baby. All right, let's go outside. I'll keep answering your questions, and we'll do a little cooking. Hang on. Andrew's learning from YouTube Fun says pile driver outdoors. Tell you what, we'll add that to the thermal fund. We need to make that thing happen, don't we? Thank you very much. You've been unbelievably generous. We appreciate you so much. All right, we're going to head outside. Let me get the camera really shaky here for a second. Oh, my goodness gracious. I have talked so much. I don't know how y'all listen to me as much as y'all do. I talk way too much. Get my sunglasses here. We're going to head out of the house. Go do some cooking. Let's turn this thing around. Here we go. Heading outside. In the afternoon, it's still 95 degrees. All right, let's see what else we got here. It's Tiffany's time to take over. I'm about to blind y'all for just a little bit. Another beautiful afternoon, just amazingly hot. And I hate to break the bad news to y'all. I mowed the yard without you and didn't record because Tiffany said, you're doing way too many mowing videos. And I think she's right. You can't see but so many white birds. Because I'm blinding the heck out of them. They asked me to do that last week.
Okay, got it. All right, so if you missed what we're cooking, we are going to do jambalaya on the Blackstone. Except for shrimp. We're not doing shrimp in it, so just chicken and sausage. So over here we have some tomato I pureed from the garden that we're going to kind of...
Really?
Yeah.
You got fancy on me.
I did. And then that's also fresh tomato out of the garden, bell peppers out of the garden, onion bought from the store, and okra from the garden.
All right, so a good mess of that out of the garden.
All right.
Would you have a stem in there?
Yeah.
It might have been me when I cut it and put it up.
Probably.
So let's see here. I see somebody just asked a question I was wanting to answer. Where the heck is it? So Tingo said, love the review on the Wi-Fi borescope. I just used that thing again today. You'll be amazed at the uses for a 20-something or $30-something tool. Love that thing, and I love sharing stuff like that. I'm glad y'all like watching things like that. I don't need to get too crazy with the review videos. I understand that, but that wasn't sponsored, nothing like that. It just helps me out so much. I want to share it. So Glenn said, Eaton whole house surge protector, less than 150. I actually do have a whole house surge protector in my main breaker panel. It may be different than what you're recommending. And here's the thing, it never went off the other day. I don't think the lightning strike would actually hit the house, but I guess it hit close enough, and because we have a metal roof, it just it did something weird up there. But there were several things that went really wonky on us. But my surge protector in the main breaker panel never went bad, so I don't know. Maybe something would have had to hit the power line or transformer. I don't really know how they work. Up to the loft using the back attic stairs. So Sue says, why don't I take the computer up in the loft using the back attic stairs? That's because the loft isn't complete at all. There's a lot of stuff stored up there. I haven't even got the flooring done. It's kind of dirty. We still have a lot of work to do up there. And that little attic ladder is aggravating as can be to go up and down. It's really meant for occasional use. So Chris wants to know, can I teach him how to make his own gas and diesel fuel? Buddy, I'd probably bury it under the gel if I somehow figured that out. Now the diesel, yeah, we can figure that out. The gas, not so much. You know, these companies got to make their money, Chris. They don't want to see me teaching y'all how to do that. And I'm not a chemist.
All right, so that is 2 chicken breasts I got right there, diced up.
All right.
Talking all country I got right there.
Yeah, she is talking about, well, it's Kelley's country cooking. All right, let's see what else there. So I have a pickled in your okra this year. Nope, my plants look awesome, but I've only got like 3 pods of okra. It's going to be, they're going to be coming here before long, and that's when I'm going to do the rest of my pickling, do some beans and some okra. So Ken, probably the smartest fund of all, lightning rod fund.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Ken. Truly do appreciate you there. That's actually a very smart idea for a fund. I really do need to get something more significant. Apparently my little one surge protector I put in, it's a start, but it's not what I really need. All right, so Big Wave says the power company offers a whole house surge protector. I think that kind of does what I did in my main breaker panel. I've got one that's first in line on both lugs coming in. Excuse me. Wow. You just put pepper on that?
Cajun seasoning?
Cajun.
Or Creole, sorry.
Oh my goodness. That stuff just come through air and went down my throat. That is spicy. Goodness gracious. So yeah, Big Wave, I do need to look in that to see if it offers similar results to what I currently have or not. See a few more questions here.
That got hot.
Mr. Doug, my goodness, man. I thought they'd be done locked you up by now. You know, YouTube always locks him up for donating too much there. My goodness gracious. Seriously. So another Tiffany dinner fund. Glad y'all made it out recently. Yes, sir, we did.
For that. It was a great dinner.
Yep, so stopping to smell the roses helps along the way. Yep, we went out to dinner, and the first thing Tiffany said, you better take a picture for Mr. Doug.
Yeah.
Went out and had us, actually we had several nice seafood dinners. Thank you very much. So we truly do appreciate you always thinking about us. So would I change anything about the garden design? Yeah, I probably would. Maybe make it a little bigger or fence in further on the outside. I think here's what I want to do. Next year, I'm thinking about making the garden bigger and actually getting, tilling the ground on the other side of the garden over there. Maybe fencing in, maybe not. And that's where I'll do my vining crops like cucumbers and cantaloupes and watermelons, things like that. So I think I still want some traditional in the ground space because my cantaloupes and all my vining crops are so big in there, I'm tripping over them. They're doing excellent, don't get me wrong, but they really need to be on the ground, getting the heck out of my way, not choking up my garden space in there. But overall, I'm very, very happy. So Cash says we need cow camp seasoning and cheese.
Yes. No cheese tonight.
So thank you again. Thank you so very much, Mr. Doug. Truly do appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. So Chris, Thanks, Chris. He says, how did you miss the 9 million or 999, basically 9 billion videos on electric in the house? Somebody was asking about the surge protector. Must have missed it. Yeah, well, I did kind of burn y'all out on,
Pointed out.
yeah. Oh, my goodness, Mr. Bob, Mr. Gray. Thank you so very much. Golly, y'all are absolutely amazing. Holy moly. Y'all have absolutely broke a record tonight. I'm looking at the donations out there. Y'all have blown past a record. My goodness, y'all. So he just made an extremely generous donation. He said, here in time for Tiffany's cooking, better late than never. That's right.
The most important part.
Yes, the most important part. So we did just have a few more people jump on. You might as well tell them again real quick what you're whipping up.
We are making jambalaya without shrimp, but yes, jambalaya on the Blackstone.
Jambalaya on the Blackstone. And again, for all the new people that maybe don't know, I am highly allergic to shrimp, swells my throat up, so no, we can't add it in here. But pureed tomato out of the garden.
Yep, lots of veggies from the garden.
Yep, some more tomato from the garden. Okra.
Peppers, onions.
Yep. So this is pretty awesome. It smells awesome, other than I keep choking on that seasoning. Woo, it's got some kick to it. All right. So Ron, Mr. Ron says he's had his supper, but seeing Tiffany's cooking makes him hungry. Yeah.
I'm getting hungry.
That's right. So, again, I appreciate all y'all so much. Y'all are absolutely amazing tonight. We honestly, we couldn't do this without y'all. We couldn't. We still got a long ways to go on the views and building the channel, and these donations, they really do make the difference.
Yes,
I don't tell y'all that enough. They make a huge difference. So Luke wants to know, was one of those dinners at Deals? I'm guessing you're talking about Roy Deals. No, we went out of town and we're at the beach last weekend and did a little eating, riding all the way up and down the coast right there. My goodness, Mr. Doug. Okay, he says, all right, I guess he had to test it. He said they finally cut him off.
You had to test it.
Yeah, he had to test it. YouTube Anonymous, and now he's got to go to the YouTube Anonymous meeting for too much donations. They done cut him off. So Mr. Doug says, Tiffany's cooking channel, they finally cut me off. Man, Mr. Doug, thank you so much. Goodness gracious. Y'all have, I'm telling y'all have just set by far the biggest night we have ever had.
That's incredible.
For donations. Thank y'all so much.
Incredible.
God, I can't thank y'all enough. So somebody asked a question earlier I meant to respond to and missed. Well, I got yakking on some other stuff. So somebody asked, why are we ever going to do a meet and greet? Let me get over here where I'm not blinding y'all. What we're probably going to do for lots of reasons, we're probably never going to do something on the property. I won't say never, but nothing on the property anytime soon. What we probably will do, there's some events coming up later this year I'm looking into. For sure in the next year, we'll probably start going to some of these really big events, like up in Moultrie, Georgia, some of the homesteader conferences, because I would like to meet some of y'all, of course. I'd love to meet some other YouTubers and people that are just like-minded and interested in what we do. So I think that's what we're going to attempt to start doing for some shaking hands, coming and thanking y'all so much for the support. I know there's a lot of people out there that really like to meet us. I don't know why. We're just common individuals, and I'm saying that out of respect. Like, we're not celebrities or anything like that. We're just sharing our life with you, but we are so appreciative that y'all do want to meet us and that y'all do spend your time with us. We thank y'all so much for that. So I think that's going to be the best way to do it. A few times a year, pick some of these big events that's in a good central location where people can drive, because a lot of us are just going to have to drive. That's the way it is. Not everybody lives around us. And we'll come shake hands and meet you. So I did want to answer that, and I didn't mean to skip over it earlier, but things were just flying and happening. All right, let's check out some more of these comments. So what else do we have here? So Mary says, hey guys, that sure looks like a good feed. Perhaps you'll fast track the leftovers all the way over to Ireland. So thank you for watching us all the way from Ireland. It's probably I don't know if it's y'all's winter over there or what, but send us some cool weather, because we're burning up and we'll send you some food. Deal? Yes, thank you, Mr. Doug, and God bless you. Absolutely, thank you so much. So Shane says we got to do a meet and greet in Wisconsin, belly flop into cheese curds. That's a heck of a haul, Shane, but my fat butt is actually intrigued by belly flops in the food. That does sound kind of cool. Hey. Right.
Alright, I'm gonna get the rice ready here. What do I want to do? Let's do some olive oil on it.
We'll do it to it. Yeah, we're experimenting with so many different types of oil. Every time we do a live stream, somebody recommends a different type of oil. I didn't realize there was so many out there in the world. So we're still trying to figure out what oils that we want. Alright, so Steve says Bullet needs a friend. He looks so lonely out here walking around.
He does.
And guess what, y'all? Tiffany has been on me hard here lately. She keeps looking up dogs and showing me pictures of dogs and telling me that I need to go get a dog, even though apparently she's the one that wants to get the new dog. And it's my turn to get a dog. So Jeff asked, is Hats coming soon? I actually was working on that earlier today. We were working on a new logo. I'm working with a new company on some things. So yes, I'm having some I'm having some major issues with this company's software not accepting my logo for hats only. It's taking it for everything else. So I'm actually going to have to get on the phone with this company and try to figure out what the heck's going on. But yes, that is actually happening in the background. I do not have a date just yet. So Jennifer says, you just make us feel like we are friends, down to earth, good, hardworking, and God-fearing people. Good. Amen.
That's what we want.
Yes.
That's what we want
and
here.
we can all relate to that. Yes. Yeah, we ain't trying to, I don't know what that was. Some loud boom over that way. We're not trying to church it up, as Joe Dirt said in the movie, or fancy it all up. Yeah, I'm so country now, ain't I? This is our life, and we know so many other people live like this and can relate to this, and we're just sharing it. So any storms coming up, there is talk of potential hurricanes and the week and a half outlook, or some storms coming into the Gulf, so we're watching that close. But the long range forecast are so hard to predict. And speaking of that, I've got to get out there and finish up that storm shelter. I've got to do that. It's on my list. Not enough hours in the day, y'all. Not enough hours.
Alright, so my chicken and sausage are done. I'm just going to put this over here just to kind of stay a little warm while I'm mixing my rice. I do want to note that if you do make this, I'm steaming the vegetables underneath here so they kind of stay juicy and not dried out.
Yep.
Because I'm about to blend all this together in a few minutes and I want it to be juicy.
Yeah. Alright, so sorry. I'm trying to catch some of these comments. I'm talking off the phone right now and I can literally see like 2 comments at a time. So Jay says, do a meet and greet in your boat. Yeah, a water meet and greet. Now you're talking my kind of language. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, people are saying avocado oil and grapeseed oil.
Yes, I got to get the Costco to get the avocado oil.
Costco, where the fancy people go.
Yeah.
Our fancy shopping. So Oregon Critter wants to know, what breed is Bullet? We kind of still haven't figured that out. So we rescued
Fox Terrier, Min Pin mix.
I don't know. We think he's got some Min Pin. I think he's got some Min Pin and Chihuahua in him. Tiffany thinks a lot more Terrier and other stuff. We're really not sure, but we rescued him at about 1 year old, and nobody really knew exactly what he was, but he's definitely a mix. Highly intelligent little dog. He's been an amazing little companion, no doubt about that. And that's Tiffany's baby. Absolute baby. So Mr. Doug says he's frustrated. Dang it, man. Why can't I support the channel how I choose? Come on, YouTube. Mr. Doug, I'm absolutely blown away that YouTube that caps the donations.
I mean, what does that,
Honestly, I guarantee it's not YouTube. YouTube loves making money, and they're all here to process everything, make the money. I guarantee you it's the credit card companies probably have told them put a cap limit on it in case a card is stolen or some activities going on. I almost just wonder if they have agreed to a cutoff. I'm genuinely curious about that. I don't know. I don't know why they do that. But you've already done so much. My goodness, you've already done so much. We don't expect any more out of you. Not at all. Thank you. So Kim says I should get an Australian Shepherd. That was actually one of my first choices in a dog. But that is a highly intelligent and very needy dog. They're amazing dogs, but they need lots of time and attention there. And they are so smart. And that does worry me just a little. Mr. Walter says, German Shepherd? Nope. It is not one of Tiffany's favorite dogs.
It is not.
They intimidate the heck out of her. And I want something a little smaller too. I'm really thinking a small breed yellow lab. That's kind of been the dog I've wanted for the last many years.
Back to a lab now?
Yes, I am back to a lab. I've always wanted a lab. I want a dog that really likes water. We are water babies. We're always on the boat. So I want a little buddy that'll go out there.
And this is not just for dinner tonight, y'all. I know everybody's always like, whoa.
Oh yeah, people always, how are y'all gonna eat all that?
Usually we'll eat off of this 2 or 3 days sometimes.
Yeah. We always try to cook. If you're gonna dirty up all this stuff, you might as well cook for several meals. And here lately we've been cooking for 6 meals.
These gourmet meals I'm making.
They are gourmet. Are you joking? But no, those things are. So Tom says, well, he can't talk bad about Bullet anymore. He always cuts on him since I've seen his dogs today. Yeah, them little yappers that you had. Just a bargain. So Harrison said Bullet needs a tractor ride. Bullet loves riding on anything. Anything. A Ranger, a tractor. He don't care. He'll get right in your lap and just ride. He loves it.
I have a cool story. So when I first got Bullet, I worked at 2 different nursing homes, maybe 3 or 4 at the time. But 2 of the nursing homes, I would bring him with me every day. And he was a therapy dog, and he would love to ride on everybody's walkers. And that was the way I could kind of get people to participate in therapy, too, because he just loved riding on their walkers, sitting on their lap, and he just loved anything he can ride on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been quite a while since he was a little therapy dog.
Yeah, been a therapy dog in a long time.
Yeah, now he's just a napping dog and a crumb snatcher. Look at him. He is looking down. He sees a spot.
Look at this.
It does look.
At
just
this.
look at it.
Just look at it.
Just look at it. Look at this. Look at it.
I might have to start making it on here now instead of the Instapot.
That does look so juicy.
Yes.
I can't stand when the vegetables get burnt. That looks awesome.
I did it just for you like that.
Yeah.
And it turned out how I wanted it to. So.
Smells good, looks good. Yes. Although it looks so bright on the camera with the sun there, but that's more the color.
You're going to have a mess to clean up tonight.
Yes, I am. That's all right. You cook, I clean. I think that's a really good deal. All right.
All right, let me get my shovel.
Yep, our shovel. That's how we eat.
I hope this thing holds all this food.
Yeah, I know it may collapse on you. So, Livestock Guardian Dog, I don't know. We've thought about one. We may just get a donkey, to be perfectly honest with you. And whatever dog I get, I want it to be an outside dog to stay on the porch and kind of watch over everything and bark if it sees something. We may not wind up with a true Livestock Guardian Dog. I'm not sure. Ooh, that looks so good. Ed Bassmaster says, Cash, you nailed it. Just look at it.
Oh, man, I can't wait to try this.
Ooh, ooh.
We should add some shrimp.
All right. So Michael said he turned 15 yesterday. He's getting his permit tomorrow. Best of luck with that. Congratulations.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's going to see him all scary out there, but it ain't. You're going to enjoy the heck out of it.
Can't leave this last ochre behind.
No, don't do that. No food left behind, not at ours. So Jonathan says, a German short-haired pointer. That's been another one that I've been kind of eyeballing here lately. But I keep going back to the lab, but a German short-haired pointer has kind of been on my radar. So Mark says, Andrew, I don't comment much, but do watch all your videos and live streams. Well, we truly do appreciate you. Y'all don't have to comment. I know a lot of people just do watch, but if you do, we truly do appreciate it. Any kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Can't think. Interaction. Any kind of interaction with the channel does help. It really does make a difference. So Shauna says, great deal. She cooks, I clean. I think it's an excellent deal because I'll have this cleaned up about 2 minutes so I can get inside that house and start putting that in my face.
All right.
All right, so I guess we are going to kick this off. That looked absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for cooking.
Welcome.
Thank y'all so much. Y'all have y'all have absolutely broke a record for us. This is the most generous night that I have ever seen. So thank y'all for that. Again, we don't expect it, but it means the world to us.
It does.
That makes a huge difference in our life and allows us to keep making this content. And we're so happy that y'all enjoy the content, hanging out with us. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. That means a lot in and of itself. Videos about to start picking back up. We have a lot of mix coming. It's not just straight house videos and electrical, as Chris said. We've got some cool stuff coming on the channel. So thank y'all. Videos are coming this week. We'll catch y'all next week on the live stream. Take care. God bless. Thank you again. See y'all. See you.